Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Guys probably recognize this truck from the derecho damage video. Well, this is my daily driver. It's a 2001 Dodge Dakota 4-wheel drive. It's actually got the all-wheel drive transfer case in it. So it's got all-wheel drive and then 4 high and then 4 low lock, which I've heard it's kind of uncommon for these trucks to have, from what I've heard just off the internet. And also, I've also heard that only quad cabs had the option of the all-wheel drive. So mine is a quad cab. I mean, it's nothing special. It's nothing old or cool like a 70 Roadrunner or something like that. But it's a daily driver, a nice daily driver. And it's been a project. I got it in like 2 days before Christmas in 2019. And I've been working on it ever since. Got it on the road in July of 2021. And it took so long mainly because this was just a side project. And also, I bought it off a Facebook Marketplace for $500. So it's a $500 fixer-up. And part of the reason why it was so cheap, well, one, it had some mechanical issues. And two, the interior, the guy who I bought it from just trashed the whole interior, like food stains everywhere, and then mice got in there. So I pretty much replaced a lot of the interior parts. Either replaced or just deep cleaned them. So half the interior is brand new stuff. Like the front seats are new and actually out of a club cab. They were out of a new club cab because it was out of a club cab that was new when wrecked, and we have it for another project. And so I was able to snag the seats out of those. So yeah, not a bad looking little truck. The bumpers were not this nice when I bought it. I mean, when I bought it, the front and back bumpers were rusty and had holes in them. The front bumper was out of a junkyard off of a 97, I believe. The back bumper was from that same club cab truck that we have. I mean, that club cab, it only had 700 miles and then it was wrecked. My dad bought it back in 2001 or 2. So basically someone bought a new truck and then wrecked it, which sucks. But hey, it makes a good, we bought it because it was a light rollover. He bought it for another project. He's going to put an older Dodge truck body on there. I'm not going to tell you guys what year or nothing because I want it to be a surprise for you guys. I'm going to film it as we work on it in the future on this channel. But this truck is pretty much just stock. Pretty much. I mean, the only modification it has so far is a cold air intake. And it's got a custom piece of the interior, and then that's it. It's also got an exhaust leak here by this manifold, which they get, and so that it's a little bit louder than stock. I mean, so much so that you can barely hear anything out of the exhaust pipe. So it's not too bad. I mean, I don't mind it. I'm just going to leave it till it absolutely needs fixed because they're a pain in the butt. Especially because this is the 4.7 V8 and they're an aluminum head. And aluminum V8 heads suck to get rusty steel bolts out of. They just do. That's why I'm just going to leave it until it absolutely needs fixed. And how about I show you guys the interior, the custom piece of the interior that I have. Yeah, it's that time of year where the ground's all swampy and everything. So here's the interior. I mean, this is this isn't a custom piece, but this is something I bought off at Walmart for $15 off their website. Now here is the custom headliner. I put a big Mopar M blanket. It says Mopar there because the headliner in mine was all mouse chewed and pissed and crapped on. So I took it out and I got another truck that had a good fabric and everything, but the headliner was all droopy. It's hard to find trucks that don't have them all drooping. So I took the old fabric off that one and I glued this on there instead because I just figured, you know, why not? I'll get a back view of the headliner. I actually gotta unlock this. Probably should get the keys. So yeah, that's what it looks like from the back. And then right there. And like I said, these seats were out of a club cab, so that's why they don't have the map pocket. I'm going to buy an aftermarket map pocket, probably from Walmart. That's why I have it. Had to unlock the door the way I did because the automatic unlock on here works, but the automatic lock does not. So it's probably some sort of electrical problem of some sort. Maybe the switches, maybe the motor itself. I mean, who knows? And it's also got some minor defects. And I mean, and here's a problem that it has, and it still's got some small minor mechanical problems, nothing that affects drivability really. And that's what the back looks like. Put a Ram sticker there, and put American flag license plate cover there, Ram hitch. I got this bumper sticker free when I bought a rifle from Henry. They asked if I want a free bumper. There's a thing online that said you want a free bumper sticker, so it was like, sure. So I bought that, got that, and because it's free, decided to put it on here. Had an Eagle Scout thing here, because I am an Eagle Scout. I had an Eagle Scout thing on there. Got my Eagle Scout in 2020. Got crazy year. Actually, it was a month after the derechos when I got it. But it fell off driving down the road. I should have took it off and cleaned it so that way it'd stick better when I had the chance, but I didn't. And I have taken it off and cleaned it before. It wasn't like I just left it on there for a full year without cleaning it. I'd take it off periodically, but I should have done it more periodically so that way it wouldn't fall off. So I got to get a new one of the magnets there. Another issue it's had just recently, well, for one thing, the transfer case, the special all-wheel drive one, well, shortly after I got it running, it started going out reverse. It started making a grinding noise, and like backed up. You couldn't back up. It made a grinding noise. It also made a grinding noise coasting down the road, which was not good. Found out the transfer case was cracked. And how it cracked was, when we first bought the truck, we noticed that the front drive shaft was bent. So we immediately replaced that. That was the first thing we did when we got it home. We put a new front drive shaft in there, but we never noticed that it was cracked. Apparently, the person who had it before me drove it with a front bent drive shaft, because that's where all the cracks from the case were from. And it's because these cases are not that common, it took me 3 months to find a case. So this was off the road for 3 months, all last fall. But now we finally found a transmission shop that sold us a rebuilt case. It was for $1,100 because, like I said, these cases are uncommon. But we got that rebuilt case, we put it in there, and now it runs fine. But since we had to move the O2 sensors, excuse me, because they were rusty, one of them broke, and now during city driving, once in a great while, I have a problem with it. Dancing RPMs, like it starts going lower RPMs, wanting to die, and you put your foot on the gas and it doesn't want to go quite, like it will hesitate and everything. That's only once in a great while that it does that. And it tends to do that at a cooler, when the engine is cooler. And so I looked up online to see what it was. Could have been the map sensor, could be O2s. Well, the O2s were the only things that really changed because we had to move them to put in the transfer case, and one of them is busted. And when I plugged in the code reader, that's what popped up was the O2 sensors. So that's probably it. Or it could also be the injectors, but like I said, I'm leaning towards the O2 sensors. So yeah, that's what it's had so far. I can pop the hood and show you guys the cold air intake on here. You put these keys in my pocket. It's gonna be fun trying to open it with just one hand. I'll try the other hand. There. That found it better. Yeah, that was fun. Alright. That's a cold air intake. Bought it at a swap meet for like 20 bucks. So I had to modify the vacuum hose a little bit. And I put clamps on there just to be secure. And also need to try to find a bracket there. The AC, like I said, the person who had it before us took the AC condenser, or actually the AC compressor, took the AC compressor off of here, so you see it's not here, and they got a belt that doesn't have the AC compressor, so they just completely bypassed it there. So I'm gonna have to, we have an AC compressor, just need to put it on and recharge the system. So for now, because we need to get a bracket, we need to fabricate a bracket for this. Now we just did the redneck method and just zip tied it. And also with this truck, I'm gonna start filming some of the upgrades and mechanics that I need to, the minor mechanic issues. I'm also gonna film the customizations I add to it. And one of the upgrades I'm gonna film here I'm gonna film just like here this week, is putting on new shocks. And then my next video is gonna be an unboxing video of the new shocks. And then I'm gonna put them on. I'm gonna do a video for the front ones and a video for the back ones. It'll also be kind of a how-to for people who don't know how to do that. So yeah, that's what's coming up next. Also, I have a this whole week off, so I'm gonna be posting a lot of videos. I'll probably post another Mopar junkyard Mopar videos. I'm gonna probably make some more of those because you guys tend to like them. So yeah, how about I start this up, and then I'll switch to my dash cam, and I'll drive it down the road and do kind of a before, and then I'll do the same thing after I put the new shocks on. Show you guys the difference in the new shocks. It didn't. Sometimes this hood does not like to shut the best. I mean, it shuts, but I mean, you gotta be kind of have to do it a little hard. Yeah, and it's really fun trying to film and do that. So I'll see you guys in a little bit once I'm ready for the startup.